Okay. In like a really weird, rare, bizarre turn of events, Nijisanji actually made like a good move, but not with intent. So let me explain. This is a post from a Redditor saying she was an artist and she went to, so it says so essentially this okay, let me read this first. It'll explain and then we'll go in. Okay, so it said, okay, so she was selling fan merch at a local con last weekend, and she says, I thought the current issue would only affect sales, understandably, because, okay, so this artist made merch of Nijisanji people, okay? All right, so she had fan merch at a local con last week. I thought the current issue would only affect sales, understandably, but my friends and I had to deal with rude and hurtful comments from people passing our booth. Ugh. First time it happened, I wasn't there since my friends and I decided to man the booth in shifts and it wasn't my turn yet. I came back to see one of my friends angry on my behalf because some people who passed our booth were loudly gossiping as soon as they saw my merch. From behind our booth, my friend saw that those people pointed at my Nijisanji EN fan merch stickers and loudly commented at them, saying things like, doesn't that company have an issue right now? And even mocking, why are you even selling that? Another time it happened, I was managing the back of the table. Someone was interested in buying one of my stickers. I was so excited, but then I saw their companion immediately stop them from getting one, saying, didn't you hear about that thing? That friend isn't even part of the fandom, but the companion started questioning her about the current issue with Nijisanji EN in any color. My friend simply explained that we're selling fan merch and not official merch, so none of the profits from our sales will be supporting the company. Instead, the profits will be supporting fan artists who create the merch. The companion stopped talking at that, and the person they were with ended up buying the sticker they wanted, but it was still stressful to experience. And to be excited at a potential customer, then witness someone else try and stop them from buying fan merch you worked hard on. Yet another time it happened, I was in front of the booth to help assist customers. I walked towards two people who were at our table, but when I went to them, I froze and I couldn't start the usual sales talk because I realized they were just laughing while pointing at my art. Oh, that's so sad. While I was right beside those two people in front of our booth, they laughed while gossiping about Nijisanji and pointing at my fan booth, and loudly said, nice joke, before walking away. At that point, I couldn't take it anymore, and I had to leave our booth because I broke down. This is sad. This is definitely sad. So this artist, right? This artist is like a fan of Nijisanji, and they make Nijisanji fan merch, which is like very sweet, considering all the bad stuff that happens. So who comes to the rescue? Not Nijisanji themselves, but the actual VTubers, which is like super nice. So like Nijisanji doesn't even deserve like the credit, but it's just because they're the VTubers. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Like this is just very like grassroots, very kind. So this is Uki Violeta says, thank you, artists. Know that you're amazing and you should be proud of your work. You are loved and appreciated. People who spread negativity have already made up their minds, so don't let a few bees. Just find your work and your skill. Keep doing what you love. And then this is Maria Marionette says, thank you, artists. I'm always excited to see your fan art that you draw, and I hope you will be able to draw what you want whenever you want as well. And then this is Ren Zotoro from Niji. Artists, always create and have fun. Focus on positivity and love around you that comes from what you've made. That's what you and everyone deserves. You are awesome. Support each other. Create happiness. The rest is meaningless. And then Remu Endu says, come here, artists, and gives a hug. I just bought Nutella. I'll share you a spoon of Nutella just for this time. One time only. And then Ina says, thank you each and every... Ina Alouette from Niji. Thank you to each and every single artist that exists on this planet. And then we have Vanta Crow Bringer from Nijisanji. Artists, create what you want to create. Art is about expression, and I hope you'll continue to express the things you love with others who love it. That's what matters. Thanks for sharing your vision with the rest of us. So that is like a night and day situation where this person's an actual real life artist. They're making art. And in a surprise turn of events, not Nijisanji themselves, but the Nijisanji Talent reaches out and says, thank you so much for all of your hard work. So this would have been a great opportunity for Nijisanji to say something, but they're just a bunch of clowns, as you are well aware. Absolute mad lads. Their PR is ridiculous. Their communication is ridiculous. But it's kind of like the talents know what's up. And it's just unfortunate that every time that you send bits and subs to these guys, Nijisanji even gets a cut of it. Anyways, So yeah, I just thought that was very interesting that you know, the good PR is not coming from Nijisanji themselves, but their actual talent. So like, what the heck, right? It's so bizarre, so bizarre. Anyways, I don't think that this is enough to like, you know, raise them from the dead from all the crappy things Any Color and Nijisanji have done, but it's just nice to know that their people are pretty cool. Okay, so while I was editing my video, we had a response. Uki Violeta from Nijisanji was like very positive and, you know, like, you know, keep doing what you love, artists. And then this person says, what do you think about straight white men? Remind us of your opinion about straight white men. Please, Mr. Positivity and Love Spreader. And so you're like, oh, this person kind of came out of nowhere. But then their reply is, they're just as irresponsible and selfish as your response. So in classic Nijisanji tone defery, this was a really stupid response that they just should not have replied. But anyways, I was like, this is like such a weird thing for this person to say. So why would they even say that? Because if you go here on Nijisanji, this particular thread, that actually just pretty much summarizes what I said. If you scroll down, I encourage you to take a look at perhaps the context of all of this here. I will not say it because it is very irresponsible to say, but just give this a look through and you can kind of see, yeah, you're like, oh, this person's trying to start drama, but you're like, oh, this person is actually pretty problematic, which checks out for Nijisanji. I understand, like, being on the other side of the table, like, I'm sure, you know, this artist took a long time to draw stuff and, you know, print stuff and, you know, display everything. You have to, like, get the table and you have to, like, get yourself out to the con. So, like, there's a lot of work that an artist does for someone to just be like, but, like, you can understand why they're talking about it because Any Color is such a bad company that, like, they, you know, I mean, obviously the artist didn't deserve the verbal abuse that she got, but you can understand why people are frustrated by it because of everything bad that's happened. And Nijisanji isn't really doing anything to improve their PR, like themselves. These guys, you know, kudos to them. But the actual corporation themselves, dumb and they suck. Anyways, that's my take. Now they could have easily removed the merch. They had 2 weeks of knowledge. I mean, yeah, that's true. But, like, consider this. Like, you literally went to, like, Staples. Yeah, copied everything. You made buttons of everything. I mean, like, you know, what are you going to do? If you don't sell it, you're just going to sit on it? That sucks. But, yeah, they could have memed on it themselves. It could have been, like, Nijisanji deeply discounted or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they could have, like, dabbed on it too, you know. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me on Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!